Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley and welcome into Golf Central on YouTube. Justin Thomas, your big winner at the 2021 Players' Championship. He entered Sunday 3 strokes back, but put on a brilliant display of ball striking, hitting 17 of 18 greens in regulation and capitalized on the back nine with an eagle and 3 birdies to claim his first win at TPC Sawgrass.
Stay patient, number one. I played so well those first 8 holes and literally had absolutely nothing to show for it. Felt like I got a couple bad breaks that, balls could have gotten a little bit closer, or like on 2, that ball thought I was going to be in the bunker and kind of kicked on the downslope of the rough. So it just was stuff like that I was trying to not let get to me. Although they felt like I had some easy birdie opportunities or chances where I could have gotten up there quickly, I understand that this back nine is quite dramatic and can produce a lot of fireworks. And the main thing is I had to be in the right frame of mind for those fireworks to happen.
What frame of mind was that?
Just calm. I tried to have good body language all day. I tried to stay in the moment, not get ahead, not worry about what anybody else was doing, and just try to birdie every hole, put the ball in play off the tee, and then from there just try to attack.
We spoke with your dad, Mike. He was quite emotional. I know you lost your grandpa, Paul, his dad. Does this feel more like a family win than a Justin Thomas win?
Yeah, I tried to not think about that too much today. I thought of it this morning, that I love to get it done for Grandpa, but the first time I thought of it was coming off 18 green and seeing my dad, and I tried not to get emotional because I knew the tournament wasn't over and I didn't want to get ahead of myself, and I also didn't want to lose my composure right there on behind 18 green. But yeah, it kind of hit me earlier. Steve asked something and it just made me think about it, and I know he's watching, and it sucks that I can't talk to him afterwards because that was always an enjoyable part of my day.
Well, arguably more amazing than Thomas's comeback on Sunday was his rally earlier in the week. He was 1 over par through his first 27 holes and was in danger of missing the cut, but Thomas then shot 15 under par in the last 2.5 rounds, including his brilliant 64 on Saturday. Hit 38 of his last 45 greens and was more than 13 under in strokes gained on the field. Well, it's our pleasure now to welcome in someone who knows Justin Thomas very well indeed, his college coach at Alabama, a man who has won 2 national titles with the Crimson Tide, Jay Seawell. Coach, great to see you. Tell us, what are your impressions from the weekend watching Justin claim the Players' Championship?
Well, first, Anna, thank you for having me on. It was what a great weekend. We're so proud of Justin, and we're still very close to us, and he's such a great representative of Alabama and Alabama golf. And so our guys, we were huddled around all day yesterday, and what a great show of toughness, resiliency for the weekend. And like most people from Alabama and the fans of golf, we were just big fans of yesterday's outcome.
Hi, Coach. This is Jaime Diaz. Congratulations on your shared success with Justin. I wondered what kind of golfer he was when he came to Alabama. And he's become such a well-rounded golfer. What were his areas that he stressed in terms of improvement, and how has he gone about his improvement as you've watched him through his career?
Yeah, Jaime, thank you. Boy, I tell you, to coach him was a dream. He's such an incredible teammate. I think y'all seen that in the President's Cups and Ryder Cups. He loves team golf, and so that part was great because college golf is such a different way of playing than just individual golf. So to coach him in that was incredible. When he came, he just wanted to gain strength. He was a scrawny 125, 30-pound kid when he came to school, but he had a heart of a champion back then also. And so the things we really stressed mostly were just the voice you tell you talk to yourself out, being a caddy to yourself. I think you even heard him talk about that this week. He's an emotional young man that really wants to do well, and he has to always work on, what is he telling himself, not allowing his emotions to get too far ahead of himself, especially on a negative side of it. And he was we called it walk and talk like a champion, talk like a champion. And boy, did he do it this weekend.
And that he does, Coach. Exactly. And sort of looking at his journey as to how he became your student to begin with, Thomas is obviously from Louisville. There are a lot of good programs in the SEC. How did you originally recruit him to Alabama?
Well, like anything else, right here beating the bushes, throughout the whole summer. And he was a young man we identified really early as somebody who was special. He was wearing pants in the summer. He wanted to be a tour player when he was 14 years old. But so we identified him then. But the funny part is we were trying to recruit him, and we were down in Florida, and he got beat early, I think, in the old polo tournament, the AJGA polo down in Orlando, I believe it was, that year. And he and his dad came up. It was Thanksgiving, and our facility is closed on Thanksgiving. We're part of a golf course, but the golf course was closed at Thanksgiving, and they jumped the fence and broke into the facility just to see it. So unfortunately, I was away, and so our recruiting started with him breaking and entering into the Jerry Pate Golf Center there in Tuscaloosa.
Jay, Justin and Coach Nick Saban have developed a close relationship. I wonder what the origin of that was, and how important has it been to him, do you think?
Yeah, it started here. Coach is a great friend to us and our program, and loves the game of golf. It's his getaway from football, and so this time of year into the spring, he'll, after practice, especially with the late nights now with the daylight saving time, he'll hit balls, and so he'll come down there late in the afternoon, and so he gets to meet our guys. And Justin, who is just a bright light, they hit it off immediately, and he would help him with his chipping, which that hadn't helped much anyway, but that's another story. But they became great friends there. He respected how much every time he came out there, Justin was practicing. He identifies, excellence as good as anyone. And so they've become great friends. And in fact, Coach left him a message this week, and it's been well documented that Justin has had had life happen this semester, or this spring. And I know that Coach called him this week and just wanted to wish him well and let him know there are people out here pulling for him. So that relationship is still very strong. And Coach always calls me and asks me why Justin made a bogey on that hole. So it's
And just finally, Jay, I am sure there was a nice bit of celebrating when one of your own takes home the hardware. What is the tradition at Alabama for celebrating the likes of Justin Thomas becoming a Players' Champion? Anytime
Alabama wins, we get a milkshake. That started with our team, and when Justin was here, we won a lot of milkshakes. And as you said, a big, large one was the national championship in 2013. So last night, we gathered around, and chocolates, always taste like a winner to me, and so we tipped a glass of chocolate milkshake to Justin in his honor. We were so excited to do so, and it really did taste like a winner.
Delicious. Sounds like the perfect way to celebrate. Well, Coach Jay, thank you so much. Congratulations. And to all about Alabama, one of your own, a huge win for Justin Thomas. It was so much fun to watch, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me, and roll tide.
So ultimately, Thomas ties for the lowest final 2 rounds in the history of the Players, shooting 12 under on the weekend, joining only Freddie Couples and Rocco Mediate, who equaled that number. They both did that in 1996. Couples ended up with the win. So Thomas shoots 4 under on Sunday. It's enough to jump and hold off Lee Westwood, who finishes in 2nd place for a 2nd consecutive week. Bryson DeChambeau and Brian Harmon tie for 3rd, but it's Thomas who ends up claiming his first title at TPC Sawgrass.